The Tyrone County football team represents Tyrone GA, the county board of the Gaelic Athletic Association. In the Gaelic sport of football, the team competes in the three major annual inter-county competitions: the All-Ireland Senior Football Championship, the Ulster Senior Football Championship and the National Football League. Tyrone's home ground is Healy Park, Omagh. The team's managers are Fergal Logan and Brian Duda. The team last won the Ulster Senior Championship in 2021, the All-Ireland Senior Championship in 2021 and the National League in 2003. Tyrone won its first Ulster Senior Football Championship in 1956, defending it successfully in 1957. The county did not win a third Ulster SFC title until 1973. The Tyrone minor team, however, won the All-Ireland Minor Football Championship in 1947, 1948 and 1973. 1973 is remembered because Frank McGuigan, who captained the minor team, was also part of the under-21 and senior teams which won their respective Ulster championships. The Tyrone team of the mid-80s included McGuigan, Eugene McKenna, Plunkett Donaghy and John Lynch, winning a fourth Ulster SFC title in 1984, and in 1986, reaching a first-ever final of the All-Ireland Senior Football Championship, where Kerry defeated it by a scoreline of 2-15 to 1-10. Tyrone added a sixth Ulster SFC in 1989. However, All-Ireland SFC success eluded Tyrone and the county watched as its Ulster rivals won an unprecedented 4 consecutive national titles in the early 1990s. Tyrone would reach the 1994 Ulster SFC final to lose to eventual All-Ireland winners Down. However, Tyrone's forward Peter Canavan was Ulster's top scorer, winning his first All-Star award. The following year Tyrone had its turn at being Ulster champions and, in keeping with the recent form of the winners of that competition, reached the 1995 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship final. Dublin emerged as victors by a scoreline of 1-10 to 0-12. In a match that was notable both for Canavan scoring 11 of Tyrone's 12 points, and for Dublin's Charlie Redmond failing to leave the pitch for a full minute after being sent off for a foul. In 1996, Tyrone again met Down in the Ulster SFC final, this time emerging as the winner. However, the county fell at the 1996 All-Ireland SFC semi-final stage to a Meath team, who bullied them in a way that left the losers with a reputation for softness. According to one commentator, in 1998, the county won the All-Ireland MFC final for the first time in 15 years, with a team that included future senior team players Cormac McAnallen, Stephen O'Neill and Ryan McMenamin. McAnallen also captained the county's under-21 team to successive All-Ireland under-21 football championship titles in 2000 and 2001. However, having won an Ulster SFC, Tyrone and its young team folded in the face of a rugged Derry challenge in the 2011 All-Ireland SFC quarter-final. Further decline followed with a season in which Sligo ran Tyrone ragged during an All-Ireland SFC qualifier. 2003 brought the introduction of a new Tyrone manager, Mickey Hart. Hart's team eventually overcame Down in the Ulster SFC final, requiring a replay. When Hart switched McAnallen from midfield to fullback, Tyrone won against Fermanagh in the All-Ireland SFC quarter-final, before overcoming Kerry in the semi-final by a scoreline of 0-13 to 0-6. Canavan limped off injured early in that game and television expert Pat Spillane deemed Tyrone's approach during the second half of the semi-final to be puke football. The 2003 All-Ireland SFC final was Tyrone's third and had the county pitted against rival and neighbouring County Armagh, the reigning All-Ireland SFC champions. It was the first All-Ireland SFC final between sides from the same province. Canavan was still injured but Hart decided to have him feature from the start. Canavan scored 5 points from frees before being substituted at half-time, later to re-emerge onto the pitch in the closing moments as Tyrone held a narrow lead. Tyrone won by a scoreline of 0-12 to 0-09 and lifted the Sam Maguire Cup for the first time. 2003 also saw Tyrone win the National Football League for a second successive year. Tragedy struck the following year with the sudden death of Cormac McAnallen. At the age of 24, Tyrone, however, came back the following year to win the All-Ireland SFC for a second time. The county played a total of 10 matches, including 3 replays, which was a record for any winning team. Tyrone played 5 matches in the Ulster SFC, including replays against Cavan in the semi-final and against Armagh in the final, which they lost. That replay was later described by one commentator as perhaps the most mean-spirited match played since Dublin-Galway's 1983 All-Ireland final meeting, and seemed to confirm the widespread idea that the game was tending towards a 0 point of cynicism and negativity, having to contest an All-Ireland SFC qualifier as a result of that loss. Tyrone Ovick